tell them that I need more.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be learning how to shoot a basketball, which we have right here. But before you do anything, the first thing we need to do is actually buy a basketball, and you can find that at any sporting good, which would be Models. We can even go to Walmart actually. So step one to shooting the basketball would be to have the basketball in your hands. Make sure that it feels comfortable in your hands, and just get a good grip on it so you can have a good feeling around it. Step two to shooting the basketball would be to have, you want to make sure your dominant hand is in the middle of the ball. So he's right-handed, so he has his dominant hand, which is right here, his right hand in the right side of the ball, and then he has his left hand, which is on the side of the ball. And later on, in a couple of seconds, I'm going to be showing you what type of litter that makes. But step three to shooting the basketball would be to make sure that your body is straight. See his shoulders, both his shoulders are straight. They're pointed towards the basket, and he has his feet. His feet are straight. They're pointed towards the basket as well, and his whole body is just straight. It's good. And you want to make sure your body's straight because you want to just make sure that you have a good. You want to make sure you have a good posture, and you want to make sure that you have a good release as well too. So, step three to shooting the basketball would be to make sure that your knees are bent, which they are right now. His knees are bent, but when his knees were bent, he still made sure that his whole body was straight, which is a good thing. So that means he's a good listener. And yes, everything's so perfect. So step four to shooting the basketball would be, like I said from before, the letter that it would make is a T. So he's gonna bring the ball up. And as you see here, he's making a T. Which you see right here is making a T. And you can bring it back down. And but as he brought the ball up, his body was still straight because, like I said from before, you want to have a good release. And when you have a good release, most of the time the ball goes in, like a 95% chance the ball will go in the basket. So you just want to make sure that your elbows are your right arm. You want to make sure that it's bent in, but not too much. So his right elbow is bent in, and his left elbow is out because, like I said, you want to make it T. So when he brings the ball up, you see that his right elbow is bent in a little bit, and this one is out just a little bit, and it's making a T. Bring the ball back down. So step five to shooting the basketball would be to make sure that he has everything correct. He's calm, he's cool, and he has his left arm and his right arm bent to where it's comfortable enough for him to shoot the ball. He has his shoulders straight towards the rim. He has his knees bent. He has his feet straight towards the rim. Everything is straight, as you see what he's doing right now. And he still has his right hand and his left hand where I told him to put it. Right hand's in the middle of the ball, and the left hand's at the side of the ball. So when he brings the ball up, as I said before, it's still making a T. And as he's making a T, his body is still straight. His knees are bent. Everything is straight. So what he's about to do right now is he's about to show you how to shoot the ball. So what he's about to do now is bring the ball up. So what you just saw is how to shoot a basketball. But before I end the video, an example of a voluntary muscle that he used would be his hamstrings, because when he's shooting the ball, is all on the legs, as they say, and that's it. That's how you shoot a basketball.